Welcome, everybody, to DA After Dark for May the 5th be with you on this awesome 2026. Joining me, as always, to kick off is Mr. Sam. How are you, sir?
Well, I was doing better 48 hours ago, but, we're here, we're kicking. The Phils are playing some good baseball to start off the Don and Mattingly managerial era. So, I'm happy about that. I'm 4 days away from turning 30. Not happy about that.
It's all
It's all
downhill
gone.
after
It's
that.
all gone. There's nothing. I accepted defeat. I took it away.
See, and mine's just coming in.
It's reverse psychology, I swear. But yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good.
I was going to say, I cannot tell a lie. The other evening, I was so dang tired. I was ready to crash. I was exhausted. Still trying to get my days and nights on track again. Only my second weekend. And I just, for the heck of it, just went to check out the score of the Flyers and Pens, and I saw 0-0 overtime, 9 minutes and 48 seconds left. Well, you ain't got to twist my arm, NHL gods. I went, watch. I said, well, you better believe it. I'm like, duh. This guy loves some playoff hockey massively. You ain't got to twist my arm pretty hard at all. I was in. And then I watched, and as I was watching, I'm like, wow, Philadelphia looks so tired. They look exhausted. And Pittsburgh just looked like they just kept beating on you. Kept keeping it in the Philly zone. And then all of a sudden, that impressive little pirouette move, I thought the goal was in, and he just biffed it. I was like, oh my goodness. And that's when I knew. I said, it's coming. It's coming pretty quickly here. And then, sure enough, wasn't even a minute later, ball game. I was impressed.
Well, first of all, I'll get my biased opinion. Since I have a show that is completely the opposite of being biased, I'll take my biased opinion on here just for 2 seconds. And this is to all of my Pittsburgh Penguin fans that are in Ohio, wherever. Eat it. But anyway, let's get back to reality for a second here. It was easily one of the best hockey games I watched in my lifetime. And I mean, look, the Pens were playing. I mean, that was the definition of a team playing with their season on the line. They've been doing it. I fully didn't think in games 4 and 5 that the Pens won in that series. They really won those 2 games on 2 of the worst goals I've ever seen in my life. Game 4, Vladar goes in the back behind the net to get the puck. Pittsburgh player steals it from him, tucks it in the corner. Bad goal. Then in game 5, back in Pittsburgh, you get the one that goes off the boards. It hits Vladar in the leg, and he kicks in his own net. I never had the grasp that after the Flyers took a 3-0 series lead, that Pittsburgh was outplaying them. Flyers were still in both of those hockey games. It just became that Pittsburgh got some really dumb luck. This game, now game 6, on the other hand, that was a team in Pittsburgh that was playing for their entire season. And the overtime period, everything you're saying is true because Pittsburgh dominated the overtime period. They were outplaying the Flyers. And remember, the Flyers are the younger team. Pittsburgh's got the old heads. Crosby, Malkin, Letang. Like, they were playing like their season was on the line. And kudos to both goaltenders. I mean, Pittsburgh made a goalie change mid-series, and it turned the series around for them pretty much. And I mean, Dan Vladar for the Flyers, this is what you saw in that game 6 was what you've seen from Dan Vladar all season with the Flyers. He's been that guy all season. Even last night, they lost 3-2. He kept them in that game. And now that they are down, I mean, a lot's happened since Game 6 against Pittsburgh. We're now down 2-0 to Carolina, but look, this is what was going to happen. Carolina's just right now, in my opinion, in the Eastern Conference, there's the Carolina Hurricanes, and then there's everybody the hell else. Like, they just play a different, their style of hockey is smothering. The Flyers outplayed them for 5 whole minutes in the first period and had a 2-goal lead. You cannot play just 5 great minutes of hockey to beat that team. And the Flyers in overtime last night looked like the Penguins in Game 6. They had all the momentum. Shot after shot, scoring chance after scoring chance. There was a play. Travis Konecny gets a beautiful pass at center ice for Trevor Zegras. It's on his stick. Game on the line, breakaway. And Friedrich freaking Anderson with his damn blocker just kicked it to the side. Like, Carolina's just that good of a team. They're fast. Their forechecking is amazing. The one thing I like about the Carolina Hurricanes outside of my team is actually they know what carry the puck into the zone means, not dump and kick replays.
Right.
And this is not just a Flyers thing. I want to find the hockey coach that invented the dump and chase, and I want to chase him and dump him because I can't stand the dump and chase.
It annoys me a little bit too, especially, and I get it when it's, mimicked, like a line change, but still, you're just like, man, hurry up, go. And then, the back end defenders could be line changing or they're setting up, it's A or B.
Yeah.
And then eventually what happens is both groups end up doing it. And you're just like, okay, well, that was a total waste of 15 seconds. Thank you very much.
Yeah. And it's so many of the dump and chases, they'll dump it in. It's like, oh, well, now they're going for a change. So what was the point of the dump?
Yeah.
But that's just old school hockey. And that Game 6, that was old school hockey. That was goaltender, stand on my head type performance. And I've always been a big fan of that. And I say it when teams are on the power play. I say it when they're just passing it around. If you take a shot from the blue line, anything is possible.
Absolutely.
If you're a defenseman in the National Hockey League, even if it's just a cheapy little wrister, take it because you never know what could happen. Bad screen, redirect, kicks off an opponent's skate. You never know what could happen. If you have a shot from the blue line, you take it, and guess what? Sometimes good things happen. And for Cam York, something good did happen. By the way, we do have confirmation. We found the stick. The stick was returned to Cam York. There were no injuries. Because I'll tell you one thing. I've seen a lot of, throws in my lifetime in baseball, football. I've never seen a guy take a hockey stick one-handed and just, I mean, he threw that was a Frisbee. It was like,
look out. I am a sucker for Game 7s. And, well, let's just say that the NBA is definitely milking it, I think, a little too hard to force a lot of these. Hey guys, we need more eyes on the sport. Let's make it a little bit more exciting. Nobody wants to see the, butt whoopings in clean series in 5 and 6 games. They want to see a lot more Game 7s. But speaking of those Game 7s, your team has totally annihilated one of the big dogs right on out of the Eastern Conference. And needless to say, I was really hoping that Orlando would do the same thing. That would have been hysterically funny. I would have. I know a lot of friends, including a certain co-host here, who, if that would have happened, I don't think he would be attending this evening's telecast.
I'll get to the Orlando Magic in a damn minute because I got a lot of problems with them. There's a reason that their head coach was fired just a day after losing Game 7. But for the Sixers, I mean, first of all, I talked about it on Bias last night, but I'm going to reiterate it right now. We, up until Saturday, had not beaten the Boston Celtics in a playoff series since you were
before you were born.
You were like in diapers when the last time we beat the Celtics.
No, but I was in middle school.
1982 was the last time we beat this team. And not only, first of all, since Joel Embiid's been a Sixer, the Celtics have been the kryptonite to this team. It's one of their biggest playoff demons every year. It's either getting eliminated in the semifinals or it's playing the Boston Celtics, no matter where you're playing them. But to come back in that series, down 3-1, with Joel Embiid missing the first, 3 games?
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, to win 3 of those 4 games on the road in Boston, which that place for the Sixers has been the house of horrors for decades. It don't matter what year, Embiid, before Embiid, heck, after Embiid, probably. That place is torture for the Sixers. And to, just come back, win that series, win the Game 7, and it was huge. It was easily one of the best performances that Joel Embiid had his entire career. Because another big playoff demon with him. He was winless in Game 7s leading up to that game. And the fact that they came out of the gate just swinging. They're up 10 points early, 13 points early. Then even second half starts, they have a good third quarter. Sixers have been one of the worst third quarter teams in the entire league all year. And they leave the third quarter with a 13-point lead. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, is this finally how this ends? But I'm like, wait a minute. Sixers, Celtics, Game 7, no Jason Tatum, you could have put 5 drunk Celtic fans on the court, and I would have told you the Celtics are going to make another run in the fourth quarter. Sure thing. 5 minutes in, Celtics on an 11-4 run, and there it is. But give the Sixers credit. They weathered the storm. They were able to keep their nerves down. Boston got it within 1 a few times. Embiid with 7 minutes left, and Embiid had a terrible series from beyond the arc because we know Joel Embiid. He is a center who can stretch the floor and shoot out the 3. He shot 2 for 16 the entire series from 3. But the fourth quarter, Game 7, up by 1. Celtics cut the lead to a point. Man, nice little bounce pass from Quentin Grimes. He just sunk that thing and then gives the old Celtic fans, simmer down, kid. Class, settle down, simmer down. And then there's the sequence late in the fourth quarter. Sixers up by 1. 3 straight missed shots. Boston, 3 straight trips down. Wide open 3. Peyton Pritchard had a wide open 3 from the corner. I said, if this ball goes in, that is it. Because we're not scoring. Somehow it didn't go in. Derek White gets one, misses. Somehow that didn't go in. Jaylen Brown, who was on one of his Jaylen Brown nights where everything was falling, somehow missed the 3. And then Tyrese Maxey said, okay, let me do the work here. 2 straight huge baskets down the stretch. Sank like 6 free throws in the final minute. It was a beautiful thing. Because the Boston Celtics are a pain in my you-know-what.
Yeah. Well, the Toronto Raptors tried to be a major pain in the Cavs' butt, and for a while, it looks like it was pretty much just folded up and let's go home.
No. We, the fans, Cleveland, Philadelphia, whatever, we need to unite and start a petition. We need the rims in that arena inspected. Because not only am I not over the Kawhi Leonard ball that bounced 88 times on that same rim, there is no way that that ball had the business of bouncing off back iron, going up 18,000 feet where Jack's Beanstalk couldn't have found it, and dropping it. We need those rims inspected, and I am going to hold myself to that because I am not happy. I'm not over 2019. I'm sorry. Not over it.
Well, after the smoke cleared, a friend of mine turned around and said, well, sorry that, you're going to have to be afraid to see what, this team does to you. And I'm sitting there going, this from a team that had to go 7 games to beat the 8 seed. I think this is about to be one of the ugliest playoff runs and games between these two teams because they both were pretty much crap in the bed. So I do not expect a whole lot of anything out of Detroit and Cleveland this entire round. And whoever does make it out of this round, yeah, there's the Knicks.
That team is nothing more than a well-oiled machine. Now, granted, I will say game 1 was ugly, 100%, but remember when these series would end and we would all get like 3 days off? Now we just throw these guys out there a day and a half later. I like those days. But again, I think that's the league getting backlash on saying, why are the finals running until June, almost the end of June? So they're trying to, and now they got the play in and all that stuff. They're trying to speed it up so they don't run the finals that late. But a team like the Sixers honestly would have benefited for having, like maybe a couple days off in a row, so they could have got more prepared for this. But I mean, you play game 7 at Boston, then you're right back on the road to New York for a game on Monday. So, I mean, even the Flyers had 2 days off between the Penguins and the Hurricanes, but still.
Right.
It was ugly, but the Sixers looked exactly how I expected for a game 1. They looked like a team that just went through a grueling 7-game series. The Knicks had 4 days off, and they were able to rest up, get ready, and they just wouldn't miss. Anunoby wouldn't miss. Bridges wouldn't miss. Something that Mike Brown's done with Karl Anthony Towns more this year than what Tom Thibodeau did. He's actually made him a playmaker. They put the ball in his hands more, passing out of the low post, passing out of the high when he's up at the top of the key, getting some more assists. They've actually turned him into basically a ball handling, distributing big man more than what Thibodeau did with him. And it's actually worked in their favor. And Towns does give us an issue because, no offense to the Celtics, their centers aren't really offensively gifted. Kada is a run, jump, dunk, shot blocker. Nick Vucevic is 36 years old. And Garza is a guy who thinks he can shoot threes, but he can't. But he provides a mismatch for Embiid because Embiid has to guard him out to the 3-point line. So even though Embiid is not the defender he used to be, and it's nothing against it, Joel, it's Joel has been hurt. I mean, his knees, if I said it last night, if there is an ounce of cartilage left in Joel Embiid's knees at all, I will give the doctor $1 million raise if he finds it, because I swear he has no cartilage left in either of his knees at this point. But it's going to be hard for him not only to guard him on the perimeter, but now you're taking the presence in the middle of the paint away from the basket. You're giving Jalen Brunson and all those guys room to operate, and it's going to cause issues. We did our predictions last night. I picked the Knicks to win the series in 6, not because I'm a downer, but the matchup isn't great, and the Knicks are a way deeper team. The Sixers barely have 2 guys on their bench that can play in this series.
True. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I got you.
No, it's called Peace and Quiet. It's called the NFL hasn't said a word in 3 days. It's been nice.
What do you mean? The Giants just signed DJ Reader this afternoon.
No. That doesn't count. The NFL has been quiet. It's about time they let everybody else have a piece of the pie. It's been very nice. I cannot lie. It's great to look on the X and sit there and go, oh, it's basketball stuff or baseball stuff or hockey stuff. It's like, yay. I mean, Shefty's sitting there going, come on, guys, I need something. Shefty needs to have his reporting every, 3 hours. If he doesn't have something, he's in trouble. He's like, hey, I got to earn my paycheck here. Let's go.
Guys, Rappaport's coming for my job. Let's hurry it up now. New England, Philly, get this A.J. Brown trade finalized. Let's go.
Which by the way, I know I believe I just seen the Mega Casuals latest. He did a very good basketball one. His Cancun flights that was entertaining, where the Boston Celtics showed up to get on the plane, and the guy goes, no, sorry, you have to take a bus or a train or something, or a ship. And he goes, why? And they said, well, because we don't allow anything to implode on our flights. And I was like, wow, that was brutal. But he did have the free agent running of the the free agents of the wide receivers. And the conversation, of course, was Tyreek Hill, Deebo Samuels, Stephon Diggs, and even a cameo little backing of Brandon Ayuk. It was very, very, very entertaining.
Well, I'm kind of happy you brought that up because, there was a little bit of Stephon Diggs news today.
Yes, I did see that. He was cleared.
So now I'm going to be very interested to see how quick does that market move, because to me, in my personal opinion, he's the best receiver available in the market. I understand Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill's coming off his entire leg exploding. I don't know who he is at this point.
Right. He literally could have danced a jig onto that cart.
Exactly. Well, he was dancing a jig in his head. That's why he was smiling halfway down the freaking tunnel. But Deebo is a smash burger away from becoming a tight end. And look, help me out here, because you're the 49ers guy. He was on your team. Is Jauan Jennings just completely overstating his market? Like, I can't believe a team hasn't signed him yet.
Here's the thing, John Lynch, I believe Jennings should fire his agent because he's getting some bad advice. You don't try pulling the fast one or the Deebo Samuel when your numbers aren't quite up to par just yet. It's like you were getting there, but you're not. Sam, I'm going to compare him into the card market. Superstars, semi-stars, stars. Then you have average, and then you have the rookies.
I mean,
he's between the rookies and the average.
He's coming off a year where he had 55 receptions for 643 yards and 9 touchdowns.
Not, like semi-star level even. That's just barely hanging into average.
For a team that would be looking for maybe like a mid-tier wide receiver too, he'd be a perfect fit for a lot of teams.
I don't disagree with that, but I think last year was just a sample size that kind of got everybody looking. Wow.
He takes semi-star.
Wow. Wait a minute. Why is it? I was going to say, he can get in here. He can get in.
Hey. It's not 9 o'clock yet, okay? You want him to come in at 8:55? What kind of maniac are you?
This is true. Touche. What
kind of maniac are you, man?
So, Jennings, though, yeah, I think he tried. It's kind of like, yeah, you went to try to play your cards, and yeah, those 5 red cards, they're not all the same suit, buddy. You did not have a flush. You don't even have a pair. Sorry about your luck. But yeah, whoops. You went all in and you lost. Not a good move.
I mean, he has to be the best. He has to be one of the top free agents available, no?
Where would you put him if he was going to Philly?
Nowhere, because I already have like 4 wide receivers. And that's without AJ Brown.
Like I said, I'm proving a point. I'm proving a point. You wouldn't put him anywhere.
Wonder if there'd be some interest with Green Bay.
Green Bay has a lot of already Jennings players.
Yeah, but 2 of them are gone. They traded Dontavian Wicks to the Eagles. They lost Romeo Doubs in free agency. You're looking at Christian Watson, who's usually more injured than he isn't. Matthew Golden, who
Jennings also comes up lame every 4 weeks.
I understand that, but also you still have Reed, who could be a really good wide receiver. You got Tucker Kraft coming off a torn ACL. Watson's usually, like I said, more banged up than he is healthy. And Matthew Golden, they drafted Matthew Golden last year, but that's a lot of. He didn't really. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not that he didn't show a lot of promise last year, but again, they had all those other receivers, including Dobbs and Wicks, and he didn't really have a lot of chance to get on the field. However, what if he doesn't play to what they're expecting? I mean, having a guy like Jennings kind of as a security blanket wouldn't be the worst thing.
Well, one, I'm not trading him to a division opponent.
Well, he's a free agent, don't matter.
Or I'm sorry, yeah. I mean, he's a free, but I mean, would he end up with would Arizona bother with him? No, I don't think so.
I don't think he would bother with Arizona.
Wrong system. Seattle's already good. They don't need another.
They don't need nothing.
They don't need them. The Rams don't need them. So yeah, so he's not going anywhere there. Detroit, where are you putting him?
I mean, with the amount, I'll say this. With the amount of gadget
Minnesota, where would you put him?
Nah, Minnesota, that's not happening. But
Chicago.
I mean, Chicago doesn't really have a proven wide receiver 3.
But again, you're popping him to wide receiver 3. He wants to be a number 1 guy.
Well, guess what? It's May the 5th. Guess what? Have fun.
Right. So right there's double. So he's not going to go to the Giants.
Yeah, no,
not going to Dallas. Not going to. We already said no to Philly. Washington.
I was just going to look up their wide receiver depth chart outside of Scary Terry and give my thoughts on that. Let's look what we got here. See, they still got that. You still got Scary Terry. I mean, they signed some guys. I mean, they brought De'Ami Brown back after a year he had in Jacksonville. Okay, he is what he is. Van Jefferson, okay. Luke McCaffrey, okay. That doesn't. They don't really have an established wide receiver 2. That actually may be the move. Which, if it is, I will be pissed.
But then again, it's like Washington just went ahead and tried to sign San Francisco's garbage, and it did not turn out so well.
Well, hold on. First of all, again, Jauan Jennings is a way better wide receiver than Deebo Samuel, so let's not even try to flip that anymore. I'm no longer gonna sit on these shows and let you try to convince me that Deebo Samuel is a good wide receiver. He is a good gadget player. He is like basically what you want he's basically what you want in a guy who you can make trick like a Taysom Hill role. That's perfect. But as a wide receiver, he's absolutely I would rather have Jennings.
Well, so Washington's maybe.
It's probably the best fit that was out of the teams we talked about right now.
Yeah, right now we just hit 3/4 of the NFC. Let's finish it off. The Panthers? Probably not.
No, because wait, didn't they? Hold on.
Wrong system. Wrong system.
Not only that, they have Tet.
Yeah, but it's not even the correct system for him.
Didn't they just draft somebody? No. Yeah, but either way, I think they still like Jalen Coker a lot, and they also established their offense as a run dominant team. So,
I mean, if anything, I think they'd probably go after Stephon Diggs more than they would Jennings. It's true. Diggs fits more of their system than Jennings does by a long shot.
Yeah. Give him the I mean he can operate out of the slot a lot with Coker and McMillan operating a lot on the outside. I could see that.
And we know he's not going to Tampa.
No, they drafted another one. They didn't even need to do that.
We know he's not going to the Saints. They just loaded up.
No.
And that leaves Atlanta, which Stefanski wouldn't bother with the time of day because it's definitely not in his system.
Funny moment just now. Bryce Harper hit a 2-run home run to dead center, and everybody thought the center fielder leaped the wall and caught it, but he didn't. But Harper was standing right at first base. Like, did I really just get robbed on my second homer? The Phillies were up 1-0 heading into the bottom of the 7th inning. Were up 1-0 heading to the bottom of the 7th inning. It's now 9-0.
Wow.
Rob Thompson has to be sitting at home like, are you guys freaking joking? You couldn't have done this for me about 2 weeks ago. I could have saved my job.
So Washington's pretty much about the only look on the NFC side. AFC wise, I mean,
hold on. Let's hold on now. Let's see what we're cooking with here.
The Buffalo Bills. I'll just slap them in Buffalo.
That will require common sense. They have none of that.
New
Patriots,
head coach.
No, they're
new
good.
head coach.
Patriots.
There's always a possibility. New head coach. Promoted within. Stupidity breeds. They'd take him in a heartbeat. I'm sorry. That was just a shot at the Buffalo fans.
Let's go through the rest of this. So Bills, no. Patriots, no. They're going to get A.J. Brown in June. We already know that. Dolphins, why would he go there?
The Jets.
Actually,
the Dolphins would be. They're needing somebody.
If he wants to be a 1, that actually may be.
That's a spot right there. There you go.
Oh
there
God,
you go.
this is why
it's now. That's the obvious choice. There we go. We've got the obvious choice. He'll be a Miami Dolphin.
Yeah, because I mean, outside of that,
and Brandon Ayuk can join him.
Yeah, you still got to find somewhere too.
I know everybody's like, "Oh, we're just going to wait for you to cut him." We'll sit with that rock. We'll just sit on him. Y'all need him or want him bad enough. You'll come after us. You'll come bring something.
Just some updates on our semifinal game once. Pistons lead the Cavs 87-82. That game has 9:52 to go in the fourth.
Ooh.
Lakers lead Oklahoma City 20-19 with 2:37 to go in the first quarter. So the Lakers, Austin Reeves is back healthy, so that'll help them. LeBron James has 12 points already.
Wow.
If only I could turn back time.
Sounds like Bryce. Speaking of, by the way, I do need to go through this neat little play-by-play. Third inning, and the Sailors come up empty at the bottom of the third. They're down 4-1. Bryce tried to steal home twice, not doing too much smart base running. Ended up getting tagged out both times. Epic failure. Start of the fourth inning, Bryce gets put on the hill. Tears down the Edison squad in a heartbeat. Fourth inning goes by, nothing too much changes for us. Fifth inning, Bryce gets a guy who goes on to first base. I believe he walked him. Next man up goes for a bunt attempt. Pops the bunt up in the air, back at Bryce, who took about 4 steps off the mound, caught it, threw it back to first base for a double play.
Jeez.
Struck out the next kid.
Nice.
That pretty much, I think, lit a fire under everybody, and we went and scored 1, 2, 3. It was 6-4 at the bottom of 5. Bryce came
Very
in,
nice.
got a couple more, ended up knocking him down in the 6th. Then in the 7th, he gets up to pitch again. First ball, right back at him. Threw him out. Next one, right back at him. Threw the guy out. Then he throws 2 straight fastballs, strikes, and he's on to for strike 3. What's he do? Beans the kid. Right in the hip. I was like, oh, that sucked. I was like, that truly just sucked. I'm like, you were just one good strike away from ending the ball game. Next, the kid steals, next man up, drives the base hit and gets the kid in. It's now 6-5. Bryce doesn't fart around after that and gets the kid, and we're out. It popped up and first baseman catches it, ball game. It's like, okay, don't do that again. and of course, wise guys in the car saying, I needed to make it interesting. It's like, no, you didn't.
No, you don't. We don't got to make it interesting.
But we came back from a 4-1 deficit. That was quite impressive.
Very nice. Very nice.
Quite impressive. He is now 5-0. The team is 6-0, 6-3 at the moment. We're 6-3.
Very nice.
Mr. Jackson got 1 win up against Margaretta, so we have a total of 6 wins and 3 L's. Not doing too bad. Half of them coming against the Edison squad, which I made the joke of. I'm sure the Edison team doesn't want to see Bryce anymore between both squads. The first, and the coach even said, he goes, it just happened to be ironic that it worked out that way. He had to pitch against the Orange squad 2 times in a row, 9 days apart. He said that was not planned at all. He said it just happened to fall that way. And then Jackson started off this game against the Blue squad, and then Bryce came in behind and pretty much, started mowing them down, because Bryce only needed 33 pitches in 4 innings to knock them up. That's pretty darn good. I was even impressed. One of the innings, he only threw 7 pitches. We're just like, wow, that was quick. That was super quick.
That's impressive.
It's nice when it works out that way. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. So right now it is raining cats and dachshunds, but is supposed to be tailing off here. If I'm looking, because they've got games Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It's saying rain, and it's not like it's a heavy rain either. It's kind of like that mid-level rain. It says it's supposed to last until about 3 o'clock, maybe just kind of that light rain, 3 o'clock into 4 o'clock in the morning. And then it's dry all day tomorrow, going into Thursday. They are at Lorraine tomorrow. They are at Midview on Thursday, and then home on Friday against Brookside, and home on Saturday against Ashland. So should be some interesting baseball for the next couple of days, all leading into Mother's Day weekend. Go figure.
And once again, on Saturday, I turned the big 3-0, and I don't want to talk about it.
Don't worry, we'll play taps for you Saturday morning.
This show is going to turn to be a retirement home. We're going to have to call it retirement home after dark.
No, I've got. Whoops. There it is. Where's the share screen? We got. Since we're into baseball, I gotta adjust that thing. That thing is not supposed to be that large. There we go.
She says that a lot.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I know. I just left it hanging out there.
When in Rome.
It does not want to save properly. It's like, seriously, dude. I just reset it. It's like, leave it alone. Oh, Jesus. These guys need to stop. I don't know why it's not. I'm trying to format it. Oh, come on. Thank you. There we go. And it's like it kept bouncing back to the original setup. I don't know why I kept doing that. But this is the biggest brawls in baseball history. This one I could not stop watching, because once they got into a lot of the slow motion and the actual action that happened, and these guys are going to really start ticking me off here. They need to get off of my screen. It's like, do you mind?
Gotta leave the group chat, man. Gotta leave
Get
the group
lost.
chat.
Get lost. I swear, watch this. I'll get out of that.
There it is.
I'll get out of that real fast. I'll leave the damn group. I ain't afraid. Get out of my show.
Bautista, the runner at first, 1 away here in the 8th inning.
It may look familiar to you.
Oh, no.
Beltre cuts off a drop hop, and the throw is wide down the line, and there we got a five second. Bautista picked in the wrong guy as Odor came right at him, and we got the benches empty now. There's a pent-up emotion going on out of Globe Life Park. Bautista got the worst of that exchange.
Now my question is this: the guy who's the runner, he turned around and he's in this melee. So if one of the Rangers gets the ball and tags him, is he out?
I'm not answering that.
Because he went to second base.
I'm not answering that.
Here's the play as it occurred.
Yeah, that sure is one. When was that? Was 2016, right? That said.
And now DeMar O'Neill getting an explanation. Here's the close-up.
That is totally. He was trying to take him out.
And I think Odor, you saw Odor drop him down.
Now this is awesome. Odor.
Boom!
Oh. Say good night, Gracie.
So just for the people watching at home, let me just
still has no idea where he's at.
Yeah, I just want to let the people know. Adrian Beltre is not holding Jose Bautista back from fighting. He's holding him up because he just got clocked.
Yes.
Don't let the tough guy persona fool you there.
Yeah, he has no idea where he's at. He has no clue. Because he got rocked. He got rocked.
That was an illegal slide. That's got to be a double play. That's what they're trying to eliminate. That's an illegal slide, a cheap shot. He missed him. And the one thing that didn't miss was Rubner's punch.
Odor just blasted him.
Oh, dear.
Yep, here comes Coco.
He was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs that day.
And this one's an all-out, just everybody's slugging everybody. It's like, should have stayed in Cleveland, dude. Fight Night at Fenway. I love that title. Fight Night at Fenway.
You remember the one that involved Don Zimmer and Pedro Martinez?
No, that one was Coco.
No, I know that. I'm saying, do you remember the one?
Oh, do I remember the one?
When Pedro threw Don Zimmer to the ground?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that one involved A-Rod getting hit. Also, I want to point out real quickly before we get to our next little video here is that 2016 Blue Jays lineup could freaking rake. I mean, you got Jose Bautista, Edwin Encarnacion, Troy Tulowitzki, Josh Donaldson. My God, they could swing the shillelaghs.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Our friend is at it again about Aaron Rodgers. Since we haven't had our Aaron Rodgers update yet for the week.
The week.
Hey, Aaron. Just wanted to check in and see what your plans are for the year. Give me a call once you know. You have my number. I think. This is just sad, man. I don't want to hear it from the black hole of quarterbacks over there. The fact that Cleveland is right should be telling you a lot here. Again, don't want to hear it from the safety that just signed Diego Pavia to a 3-year contract. How does no one get that all undrafted free agent contracts are 3-year contracts? No, we do. We just love dunking on the fact that you decided to bring in unnecessary drama and distractions. Coming from the king of drama and distraction island? Nope. Again, Cleveland is right. What is happening? You kind of kill it in the offseason. What about the regular season? Hey, Cincinnati. Shut the fuck up. Hey, man, this division's hard enough as is with us three. Us three? Yeah. You are actively being held hostage by a 42-year-old quarterback who you owe nothing to. No, we're not. At any time, we could have... Aaron? I had to. Listen, I don't get it. Why don't you just see what you have in Aller or Howard this season? And if it's nothing, then just draft a quarterback next year.
I love that.
Quarterback next year. But best case scenario, you've already found your franchise quarterback. You can build around it. Hey, Cincinnati, shut the fuck up. I think someone's projecting the fear that they now have in Cincinnati. What? Fear? What are you talking about? Say, where did your team struggle last year? Defense. And what did you focus on the most in free agency and the draft? Defense. And what side of the ball needs to be good to give your elite offense a rest? The defense. Hey, Cincinnati, shut the fuck up. We smell like
that is truly I still that when he has Cleveland calling him, I'm rolling. I'm just like, dude, that's cold. That is so cold. But I
First
mean,
of all-
entertaining is all get out. And definitely one of his top 15. That one was good. That one, it's sorry, Pittsburgh fans. The truth hurts.
No, we're not. We're not sorry.
Yeah, we're not. That
We're
one
not.
was really, really good. That one's definitely up there. That's a good one.
And look, who knows? Maybe, we're talking 4 years down the road and there are franchise quarterbacks already on their team.
Right. Okay, we had the Kentucky Derby was Saturday. And look, I mean, there's been some wild things in my lifetime, but holy crap is all I've got to say about this. Because, I mean, damn. The horse highlighted there with the arrow literally falls dead last right there. He is now officially last. Pure last. And the amazing sprint that just happens through the rest of this race is not just iconic, but unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, totally unbelievable. I didn't know he had that much room on that inside. But you can clearly tell. It's like, oh, look, yeah, just here, and there you go. And he just rides the rail the whole time, and they gave it to him. They gave it to him. They gave him the whole rail. And that is just bananas that nobody else was covering the rail. From last to first, it is the most amazing thing I have seen. It really is.
Worst to first, baby.
I mean, that is just bananas, crackers, and nuts. Sam, I mean, dude, wow. I mean,
for a guy who doesn't watch the Kentucky Derby or horse racing, that is impressive.
Yeah, I ditto. I mean, yeah, you just sit there and you go, okay, well, we just know, hey, it's the Kentucky Derby. Yep, it's the prestige, it's nostalgia. Yeah, they kind of got a little bit of relevancy after this weekend. It got, non-horse people to go, wow, that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool. It was very impressive, that's for sure. Super impressive. I do feel really bad about a couple of the horses beforehand. And boy, you wonder what the heck's been going on. Sam, they showed some video. These horses, they were just about ready to go into these gates, and the horses just bucked, threw their riders off. One horse just fell completely over on its side. And I was like, what in the world is going on? I'm like, were they sniffing the wrong feed? What? I mean, dude, that's insane. I mean, usually when a horse falls over, it's game over,
Yeah.
But I'm just, and I mean, Sam, the one, he bucked his rider 2 minutes before this took off. That's how quickly the next horse got in to substitute for him.
That's
It was
crazy.
like, wow. I mean, could you imagine your horse is about to run and you go and you place your bets, and then all of a sudden your horse just, goes off and goes nuts and never makes the race. And you just lost God knows how much money that you just bet on him to turn around and participate because he was set to run. And then all of a sudden, nope, late scratch. Now you're hosed. Not good.
Yeah, pretty much.
Not good at all. Oh, our last one. Forgot about this one last week. Caden gets drafted while he's on the golf course, Sam. He's golfing.
Yes, sir.
That's great.
It's like, oh, hey, what you doing? Was just about to putt. Thanks.
That's great.
He was just about to putt, and his phone goes off. It's like, seriously? Really? In the middle of my backswing. Come on.
That's great.
I mean, this goes. I'm putting this one right up there with Joe Thomas. Joe Thomas was out fishing with his dad when the Browns went ahead and called. He's just like, nah, I'll pass on the whole thing of doing the whole walk on stage and whatnot. We'll just go ahead and we'll take the phone call and we'll see y'all in camp. No problem. Just let me know where I'm headed. And that's all he did. He's just like, yep, just let me know where my plane's going. And I'm good from there. I mean, Sam, back in the 70s and 80s and this, way beyond, before it was a spectacle, you had a whole bunch of these guys crowded into a hotel lobby or hotel convention room.
Radio City Music Hall, baby.
Just like us, sitting around in the living room drafting guys. Well, these guys were doing it in the hotels, and it wasn't, 15, 20 minutes in between picks. It was like just minutes between picks, if not even faster than that. And the commissioner made the announcements, and they had all 7 rounds done in a few hours.
Oh, we could never do that now. Goodell needs too much money for that.
Nobody could give a damn after night 1. Who the hell cares?
That's why what we do here.
Well, granted, I had a baseball game, but usually I'm not watching 2nd round through 7th round. I just sit there and look at the final results and I go, okay, I'm good.
But yeah, no, and that's how we do it. Like we do the first round the show. We always do, and we do a round 2 and 3 show because there's still a lot of good talent on the board then. But day 3, I could care less.
Yeah, I'm just like, whatever. No interest.
The NFL, it's a fun event. It's fun for people, but it gets to be a little insane sometimes. And especially the fact that it takes 3. Let's count this, people. It takes 3 hours to complete 1 round. 3.
It's ridiculous.
3.
It's ridiculous. 100%.
I know we got to make money, but my God, people.
What, the NFL doesn't have enough money to make?
Yeah, right.
The NFL has plenty of money to make. Plenty. So
The whole
as
thing just
a lot of people may be wondering, what the heck is the deal with this behind me? It's like something's odd. I did turn around through work, get a new little webcam, which ironically, instead of me always trying to look upwards towards the webcams up above on the monitors, which I've found myself doing accidentally a couple times, I've noticed so far. The camera actually has a little swing arm that drops down and puts it directly, I'd say, a third of the way down the screen. It's a very thin, tiny little camera, but I get to look directly at the screen without any hesitations, and looks like we're actually talking face to face and looking at everybody. So it is a nice little present to myself that, you know, get to splurge a little bit on. It is really nice. And, but yeah, I have to make some adjustments with the decor around me, since that camera is just a bit lower. Just a smidge.
okay.
Yeah, just a smidge. Or I can always screw around with people and, hey, look. How you doing?
Do you want to have a chiropractor by the end of the night?
That is the fun. That was one of the fun things. I was like, okay, so I cannot have the camera up there because, wow, is that really messed up?
Yeah. All right, and giving an update for our Stanley Cup playoffs tonight. 8 minutes remain in period number 2. The Avalanche, who have a 1-0 series lead the Wild 3-1.
Yeah, I'm smelling another sweep right there, buddy.
I'm expecting a possible Avalanche Carolina Stanley Cup.
I'm not doubting that. That sounds like that's probably about where, you know, the two trains look to be on that same track. Then that's where they're headed. That will be a lot of fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely. It's the definition of the two best teams in hockey. I mean,
I just hope that when it has to be on the Colorado side, that those games are through the weekend, because those are brutal for me to try to stay up through to watch during the week. Those are tough.
Yeah, they're not fun.
Those are difficult, very difficult to get through. I know you and I discussed that a little bit when I was mentioning I was trying to figure out which of the Dallas Stars games I was watching that went through several overtimes till 3 o'clock in the morning or so that I stayed up to watch.
Well, and here's the other thing. Like, I just went to Game 4 between the Flyers and Penguins. I get the Stanley Cup because, you know, there is a Western Conference team. You're talking about the Dallas Stars. They're a Western Conference team. Why are there Eastern Conference playoff games? 2 teams on the East Coast in the Eastern Conference. Why are these games puck dropping at 8:20 at night?
I don't get that either. I do not.
Oh, well, they got to do I don't care about pregame ceremonies. I'm not talking about pregame. You know what's a better puck drop? 7:22 for a 7 o'clock start time. Why? Because they're on the Eastern Conference and the East Coast.
Yep.
We're not playing in California. We're not playing in the Midwest. We're playing on the East freaking Coast. So start the game at 7. I don't care that your time slots are 8 o'clock for primetime television. I could give a rat's behind.
Or at least 7:30.
Yeah, like some of us have to be up at 5 a.m. for work. Like, I'd like to watch this.
Yeah, and let's get it going. Because by the time that the West Coast wants to start, it's almost they're sitting there almost at 10:30, and it's like, hey guys, listen, you want to start? You start the East Coast at 7:30, and by 9:30, which is a decent time for the East Coast, you could almost have it done by 11:30, and everybody's happy. I mean, come on now. Let's get with the program.
And for them to all say, "Oh, the Western Conference games can't start too early Eastern time because then that's not the fans. That's different time for them." Oh, so you're telling me? All right. So hold on. Just an example, right? Let's use the LA Kings. I know they're eliminated, but let's just because of that specific time.
Mm-hmm.
Puck drop for an LA Kings game is probably 10 o'clock here, which means it's 7 o'clock in Los Angeles.
Yep.
Well, we can't puck drop at 5. We can't puck drop at 8 p.m. Eastern time in LA because that means it's 5 o'clock there. You're telling me those people wouldn't mind going to a 5 o'clock puck drop? They'll be out of there by 8 o'clock.
And the sun's still shining, and they can go to a dinner, and yeah, they'd be in great shape.
Now, don't get me wrong, LA traffic could be a concerning issue there, but that's because California is just overly populated to begin with.
Well, and the other thing is that, hey, those people out there, they've got to work. They've got to work the Eastern time shifts, most of them. So guess what? LA traffic sucks at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, their time. Because they have to try to be at work by 8, 9 o'clock East Coast. My cousin told me, I'm not taking an East Coast job. The way they advertise it is you got to work for an East Coast job. I was like, ooh, yeah, no thanks. I'm good.
Now, here's a good question. Now, the thing is with California, those people are all in la-la land in their own heads sometimes. So a lot of LA traffic doesn't bother them. They don't care. Could you imagine? Now, let's be real. Philadelphia's got some colorful personalities, I would say. They were some of the most buttoned up, suit and tie, great people in the world. I think we're the nicest fan base in the world. Better than anybody. Full class. Did you imagine?
Oh, you're killing me here, Sam. You're killing me.
Could you imagine if we had LA traffic types in Philadelphia? What would happen on a daily basis in that city?
I hate to one up you, but I'm gonna see your LA, and I'm gonna raise your Detroit traffic. Is
that worse than New York traffic?
It's not pretty. New York, let me explain. New York, I have done the New York travel thing. Okay, I can honestly tell you. I can tell you, I actually had to go from Stamford, Connecticut to Brooklyn, New York. My little GPS thing told me, hey, 21 miles. Okay, 21 miles. You know how long time-wise it told me it was going to take? 2 hours and 41 minutes to go 21 miles. And I went, this stupid GPS Garmin thing is busted. What a piece of crap.
Hang on. Were you in Pittsburgh?
No, I was in Stamford, Connecticut, going to Brooklyn, New York.
In Pittsburgh.
Oh, yeah, no. No. And I was just like, wow, why would it take that long? Well, I found out why it took that long. We were crawling.
The thing is, I want to say the difference between LA and all that. New York's traffic issue is really just their own fault.
Yes. Yeah. It's not, as much about, the anybody yelling out the cab windows or whatever. It's just that the population is just so jam-packed, no pun intended, that you just have nowhere to go. You got to literally just move along with the caterpillars and find the funnel system and which little pathway you're going to go. But I was just saying that he wanted to put LA traffic into Philly, the LA traffic types into Philly. And I said, I'm going to raise you one. Let's put the Detroit traffic into Philly. And I'm talking, Zolt, I'm talking the 75, 94, 96 interchange.
Honestly,
traffic.
I feel we would do fairly well in Philly.
Oh, yeah. I think
you would. We are very
100%.
classy, buttoned up, suit and tie people.
No,
We're very respectful. We're very respectful people.
Yeah, Detroit. There's more number one fans in Detroit, I will gather, than anywhere else on this planet. Because I have been to said other cities. Yes, Detroit holds they are number one in the number one, letting everybody know they're the number one fan. It is numero uno in Detroit, for
Some
sure.
of those number ones aren't flesh and blood. Some of them are metal too.
Ooh, yeah. Yes, they are.
I'm gonna back out of that one.
Yeah.
And not to get too deep into the whole New York traffic and the problem there. And I'm going to throw some generalizations out there, but I have spent some time in New York City. Hated working there. Hated working there. I would love to go back, not as someone doing a project. I will say this. Bear in mind that out of the tons of people, the absolute staggering amount of people that live there in that city, the traffic in general isn't coming from them.
Nope.
The traffic is coming from the people that live across the river in Jersey, they're coming into the city to work.
Sam's like, what? You talking to me?
I've stepped foot in New York one time, never want to go back.
Okay, I've driven there. I've driven in the city to find parking. My God.
On which day? On which day?
Every day. Although you had to pick which street.
Which
what
street
day
you got to park on which day? Remember that one?
George, remember how we had to do it? You had to find a parking garage that, number one, took a credit card, and number two, spoke English.
Yeah, well,
George remembers getting pulled over with a Rolodex.
Mine were on my three were on. You had to park on this street on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and this one was on Monday, Wednesday. And I went, well, what do you all do for Friday?
I'm just gonna say, as far as parking
when you're going to work day,
that was incredibly stressful. Driving itself wasn't bad. I mean, they're drivers just like anybody else. You just do your thing and you stay in your lane as best you can.
Yep.
Parking was stress number 2. Stress number 1, crossing the George Washington Bridge. And I mean getting across, going from 10 lanes down to 2 in the span of 1/8 of a mile.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, somebody wasn't right in the head there. Somebody wasn't right in the head. I sat there for
pay the toll. Here's your line of 40 cars in every lane. And then, by the way, everybody needs to get into 2 lanes. Yeah, that works really well.
Alternating was, I'm sure, spot on.
Oh, yeah, alternating.
Oh,
There's some alternating going on.
Yeah.
So there's some alternators being put to good work that day.
Yeah. No, I don't like that bridge. No, thanks. One time, thank God I only had to do it one time.
Welcome to DA After Dark, where we make old jokes, talk about city traffic, and occasionally talk sports.
Occasionally. I mean, if you have
to. Can I ask a question?
Yes.
When are we going to stop letting athletes that are currently playing sports stop picking up microphones at the end of games like Jaylen Brown and Michael Parsons?
For the love of God. Just don't.
Yeah.
Did you get the Shams report from an hour ago?
I didn't. I'm sure it wasn't good.
The NBA has fined Boston's Jaylen Brown $50,000 for his comments criticizing the referees during a live stream after Game 7 and series loss in the first round against the Philadelphia 76ers. Why do we let these guys pick up microphones?
Had it coming.
Yeah.
Having seen what he was, had it coming. I mean, I don't know what you think you're doing. You think you're off the clock?
Yeah, like.
Yeah, his season's over. He did his exit interview. Big deal.
Don't blame the Game 7 loss fully. You had a 3-1 lead with a fully healthy roster and a team that you have owned in the playoffs every year since 1982. I don't want to hear nothing about freaking Jason Tatum not playing Game 7. You had 2 opportunities before Game 7 to close this out.
Right.
You lost 3 out of the 4 games in the series on your home floor. So I don't want to hear nothing about that. If there are 2 people in this world that I would love to live in that would never pick up a microphone again, it's Jaylen Brown and Micah Parsons. It's like the Micah Parsons thing when he had Myles Garrett on his podcast, and he was trying to basically say he's a better edge rusher and defensive end than Myles Garrett. And Micah was sitting there saying that I can do at 240 pounds what you can't. Myles Garrett said, "Bro, I can't be 240. I think my body won't let me be 240 pounds."
As far as locally, we kind of had the same thing with Jalen Duren at the end of that series, because he suddenly starts talking about, hey, you can't beat me, you can't beat us, you can't beat. We got that dog in us. We got that dog in us, and it's just like, dude, really, I get where you're coming from, but for 6 out of 7 games, you yourself, what you did can be summed up in 2 words, and the first one is Jack. You did nothing. I understand you're the winner. You get to talk. Somebody else could have given that speech, and maybe you just come out and say, you know what? My teammates really picked me up, and we got through this, and I'm going to turn around in round 2. I'm going to be better. And that would have been, respect level would have been, bam, would have been higher than this damn Maple Leaf logo behind me. But just to come out and saying, like, world beaters, what are you doing, man? You didn't do. My God, Cade Cunningham is the man. And finally somebody else showed up, and it wasn't you.
What is with the Maple Leafs thing behind you for?
The Maple Leaf logo?
I know what it's about.
The NHL poster boys are back. They needed something. They needed life. They needed an injection, sir.
Let's just put it this way. Austin Matthews comes out and says not sure about his future in Toronto, and then all of a sudden a team with an 8.6% chance at the number 1 overall pick gets the number 1 overall pick. I'm sure the balls just fell perfectly in place, unlike freaking Cody Parkey in the playoffs against the Eagles.
The NHL pulled out one of the NBA's greatest hits, and your Toronto Maple Leafs have the number 1 overall draft pick this coming summer.
And they get Gavin freaking McKenna. Now, however, this
more rigged than the LeBron James to the Cavaliers rookie.
I'm usually pretty okay with the NHL draft, except for the fact that for some reason, no matter what the odds, Detroit loses.
Yeah.
But this was just a little too obvious.
Just a
Gary,
especially coming
Gary,
off of Matthews' comments.
Yes.
Like, if Matthews didn't even say anything and this happened, I still would have okay, but maybe it was just the luck of the draw. But the fact that they had a star player who is now disgruntled.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, buddy, it's not your fault that you got hurt. I'm not saying that, but they gave you John Tavares for how many years, and you guys failed every year.
And hey, Mr. Matthews, if you're available.
No. Stay over there. Stay over there.
Wow, Zolt said no.
Imagine Austin Matthews feeding down the middle and just giving it off to the wing for a Porter Martone one-timer, and the whole building erupts. Oh, my gosh, that'll be beautiful. Because here's the funny thing. The Flyers now are affected by this because we traded them Scott Lawton for a 2027 first-round pick that now is most likely going to be unprotected.
Nice.
So, Toronto, you got a disgruntled superstar. I got the draft capital back for you if you want it.
And Toronto, if you've got a disgruntled superstar, don't look at Detroit because we don't make big trades.
They'll offer him the 58-year-old Patrick Kane.
Yes. No,
Toronto,
I think they wouldn't because that's Yzerman's guy.
Patrick Kane was only around when the original six were around. Who cares?
Right.
George, you remember those times, right? But no, and the reason I'm saying that is because, like, I think we could all agree as hockey fans, Flyers, Hurricanes so far, Hurricanes are the best team in the East. They're playing like it. I mean, the Flyers gave them their best shot last night, and it still wasn't enough.
Yeah.
I said to George before you popped in here, I'm envisioning a Carolina-Colorado Stanley Cup. That's where I'm at.
Easy. It could
it's
easily
just
happen. Yeah.
The Flyers are talented. They are young. They have barely any playoff experience on their roster. The only thing I ask of this front office, please, I'm begging this front office, please build off of this. Do not send me back 3 more years and say we're going back. We're still rebuilding. I've been here. We have been rebuilding since 1978. Because if you don't win the Stanley Cup, then you're rebuilding. That's how I look at it. If you're not winning the cup, then you're just rebuilding every year. We've been rebuilding for 50 freaking years. I think George was 2 years old. We won our last Stanley Cup. So anyway, all I'm asking is to please.
It's a good thing to have that camera at this level now.
What's that about number ones and traffic talk again? All I'm asking, we had our offseason additions this past year. Christian Dvorak, really good year. Dan Vladar, have you guys watched him play a game in these postseason so far? I haven't seen the Flyers have a goaltender like this in my lifetime.
You ain't been around that long. Calm down, Skippy.
I turned 30 in 4 days, smart ass. But
wow.
Right? We wish we could say 30.
Sir, have you looked into funeral planning?
I sent my AARP application in last week. It's okay. It's okay.
Good. That's good.
What? You mean you getting one of these?
Oh, George.
Okay, see, now you
didn't have to do
Don't worry.
it.
It's fake. It's one of them ones that you get fake things anyway.
Can we change the show to AARP after?
Oh, don't you worry. It's coming to your house, boy. Watch. It's coming to the house. Check the mailbox. Check the email box.
Anywho, but no, if you look at
your
the
cell phone discounts on its way.
You stay over there. If you look at the Flyers offseason from this past summer, Dan Vladar is their number one goalie. He's been amazing. He's probably going to need a contract extension because he's only making $3.5 million for 1 more year. I'm hoping they extend him. Christian Dvorak's been awesome. Trevor Zegras has been the playmaker that this team hasn't had since freaking God only knows how long it's been. But my only ask is, you got a young team. You got really good young players. You got a kid in Porter Martone who looks to be the real deal. Can you just build off of this and keep adding top-tier talent to it instead of playing the rebuild game? They're going to have to move some pieces because the problem is with our team is we are so heavy at the wing, we can't play everybody. We don't have a frontline center. Dvorak is our frontline center, and he's been great. But if I'm talking about first-line centers, he's not who I'm talking about.
Yeah, you're very similar to the boat that we're in, where you have pieces, they just don't seem to be the right pieces in the right spot yet.
Yeah.
And it could really just be one or two, because then you can move guys around to what makes more sense for them, and then you're golden. No, I totally understand the situation you guys are in. We're very similar.
Well, and the funny thing is that we were struggling so much at center for a while. Tocchet actually put Zegras at center, and they had him centering Martone and Forrester, and that line actually was generating like a lot of good scoring chances. Because Zegras isn't the most physical player. He
Yeah.
is not a savant in the faceoff circle, but he's a playmaker. He just makes some of the most great, ridiculous passes look easy. And
Yeah.
you saw the potential at Anaheim. He just couldn't get on the ice. He was hurt. Now that he's healthy and playing here, I mean, I know people like to laugh at the whole Cutter Gauthier situation, but you know what? He's thriving in Anaheim, and Trevor Zegras, I mean, he was in the deal. He was in a separate trade later that summer, but still, they got Cutter Gauthier. I got Trevor Zegras and Jamie Drysdale. And Jamie Drysdale has been playing his ass off this year. And the people forget about Drysdale. He is 22 years old.
Yeah.
And he was literally the 6th overall pick in his draft. Not everybody is Cale Makar and puts up winger numbers as a defenseman.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that, he's a cheat code. Cale Makar may be my favorite player just because he's a defenseman and he puts up numbers that like wingers do. Remember back in the day when he had like the Zdeno Chars and the Chris Prongers of the world? They were just like 6'9". They ran you over.
Yes, I do.
They got guys like Makar who are put up 80 points and are plus 30 on the ice. Like, okay. It's like having 4 forwards on your freaking top line. By the way, in case anyone wants more updates, Detroit took game 1 over Cleveland.
Yay. How bad
It
was it?
111 to 101.
Yep.
Ugh.
10 points.
And just to do a little stat check on your boy Duran, he had 11 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 blocks.
I was gonna say Detroit put up 111, and Cunningham Cade only had to put up like 20. What was it? 25, 26,
23.
23.
Oh,
I
one
will
of-
take that.
One of my friends said, "Oh yeah," he goes, "I'm afraid to turn around and see the butt whooping we're about to give you," and I'm going, dude. For as bad as both of our squads just barely made it here, this is going to be one of the ugliest 7-game series you're going to see in a while. It's not going to be great.
I don't think either team was proud of how they got there.
No,
I mean,
and
the point is, you got there and take the chance to fix your mistakes.
Yeah, but I mean, the Knicks are basically waiting to whoop your butt when this is over.
And honestly, as far
I
as
mean,
we're
granted,
concerned,
I would love to see Detroit get that revitalization from like back in the 90s. It would be awesome. But
I'm gonna say this, this could very well bite me in the ass later. I think we match up well against the Knicks. Honestly, our matchup against you guys is not the greatest. I think we're actually going to fight it out pretty good. I hope it doesn't go 7, but it could. I think we actually do well against the Knicks. The issue is, yes, I understand especially their last couple games, but if you look at,
let's not talk about the previous one.
if you look at the last couple games as a whole, not individually, that is not sustainable.
No.
So at some point, you're not going the rest of the way in the playoffs playing like that. That's just, it doesn't happen. So, you know what? You're in a series right now. Maybe you just use it all up this series. I'm okay with that. And then, you'll come down to earth next round and we'll see how it goes. Agreed?
Now let me ask you this one, hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
A lot of things have to happen for this, but what if you're confident you match up well in New York? I agree with you with the Cleveland thing.
Okay.
I think, first of all, Kenny Atkinson should be reprimanded for his coaching tonight. How Evan Mobley only has 11 field goal attempts with a Detroit front court that, I'm sorry, no offense to Ashore Thompson and Tobias Harris. Neither of them can guard Evan Mobley.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, you're getting the better playoff version of Tobias Harris. I'm holding up a very nice finger gesture on my desk for that because I am pissed off. But either way, how do you think you would fare if the matchup was Philly?
That's a good question. I
A
don't
healthy
know.
Philly, by the way.
That's
That's the key word.
Yeah.
That's key there. I don't know, but to take it back to us matching up with Cleveland, you go down that scoring list. That's not how we played round one at all. So we've completely flipped our script in order to try to take this to Cleveland. So, yeah, matching up against Philly, well, we wouldn't do to you what the Knicks did.
Duran's going to have his hands full.
I don't know that we match up all that well, to be honest with you. And again, it's the playoffs. I mean, that's what it comes down to. It's not just how you yourself plays. It's who are you against, especially in the NBA. When you're playing against a team and you're not playing, Detroit made it the whole way through the season playing 11, 12 guys. Nobody does that in the playoffs. You can't do that in the playoffs.
Game 7, we played 7 guys.
Yeah.
Joel Embiid's is playing 45 minutes. He's got no cartilage in either knee. His appendix is floating around in his stomach somewhere.
Embiid, for half a second there, I think he signed with the 49ers. He left. He left right when I was teeing that up too.
That's all right. We'll bring it back for him. But no, and I think if there was a potential Detroit and Philly matchup, I think the Maxey and Cunningham matchup would be so much must-see TV.
Yes.
Go
ahead.
With no disrespect,
No,
I don't think you would want to watch Duncan Robinson defend anybody in that series, whether it's Paul George or VJ Edgecombe. VJ may average 28.
Yeah, it might not go well for us. I'm perfectly okay admitting that.
But again,
frankly, I was just going to say, in the current series, don't sleep on the fact that these players know where JB Bickerstaff was coaching before here and what happened. They're well aware. They're well aware, and I don't want to say they want to rewrite history, but they definitely want to give JB, they want that playoff record to improve.
Yeah.
Let's just put it that way. So, and obviously Bickerstaff's not on the court. The guys are out there doing what they have to do. So again, a fantastic game 1. I'm certainly happy it turned out this way. And if they can get the scoring that they got from the guys that they got it from tonight, then I actually feel pretty good about how this series will go. And no, we don't have to face Philly, and hopefully we won't have to.
Yes, and like I said, we make the joke about Duncan Robinson not being a good defender. If he's giving you 19 and shooting the lights out from 3, do you really care?
You're right. Right.
As long as again, Ashore Thompson, another one, he can't shoot to save his life, but the guy's such a great defender, it doesn't matter. As long as you do something to affect a series, it's okay. Like Kelly Oubre, he hasn't shot the ball well from 3 the entire postseason, but he went out there and he took Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum every possession for possession. Him and Paul George and his ageless body that he has. But Also,
Win it
by
for
the way,
Paul
I'm not
George.
sure if you heard me and George talk about this. We're starting a petition. We need investigations on those rims in Toronto. I need to
Yeah.
know what makes the ball bounce that high and just automatically. Oh, look, let's magically drop. I'm not over 2019. I'm never going to be over 2019, and now it haunts me again. It wasn't in my teeth.
I understand. I mean, there's certainly something about it. It's like they either don't know how to make rims or they know how to make them specifically. It's just like the how the border has that barrier. It prevents the Stanley Cup from going there.
Sorry, guys. There was a slight commotion, just making sure Kelly didn't fall.
You're fine.
So
You're fine. You're fine.
You missed a great joke right before you walked out, but you're fine.
You did. Oh my god, I was so pissed you walked away.
sorry, but everything's good.
So, yeah, there was
Run it back,
a
Sam. Run it back.
reference. So we were talking about, potential if, say the Knicks lose this round, what would a Sixer matchup look like with Detroit? And then we got into talking a little bit about the Game 7. And then he said for a minute there, he thought Joel Embiid signed up to play football and join the 49ers. So do with that what you may. Read a injury report between Joel Embiid's career and the 49ers 2025 season. Even the 49ers medical staff would look at this and say, what the actual F is this? Joel Embiid, he honestly just has some of the worst luck I've ever seen. This guy gets his face. I mean, the guy gets his orbital bone broken from his teammate. He gets Bell's palsy. He has to have an emergency appendectomy. Like, what the fuck? Where does he's had things that I didn't even know were actual medical terms.
Okay. What you need to do is look at, where they practice, and go on the outside of the building and look for power stations.
Oh dear. I think Joel Embiid. Who needs an AARP car quicker, me or Joel Embiid?
Okay. We've discovered the drop button. We need to drop the drop button.
I mean, you're gonna pull one-liners. I got buttons back here. It's all good. I got good ones.
I prefer not to have my buttons pushed at 10:08 at night, but okay.
This is why he doesn't give me admin privileges anymore.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
We gotta fill in the blank tonight.
Yes, we do. We do. I just finished it a second ago. I literally came across this 2 days ago. It's me, so we're going back to the NFL because it never sleeps, regardless of what somebody says. So this is from the Wenzel perspective, NFL writer. This is his ranking. So obviously it's opinion. Obviously we don't necessarily want to sit here and do all 40 because that would take a while. We can if we want to. However, I want to see, where do you guys want? Do we want to try to nail top 10? Do we want to try to nail top 15?
Is this current overall? What would
current?
Current.
So this includes potentially rookies.
It does include rookies.
It does include potentially. The potential is there for rookies to be on this list.
Can I take the first stab?
Sure.
Is Jeremiah Love in the top 10?
He is not in the top 10.
Tell me he's 11. Okay, I would have been so pissed if he was 11. All right, well, I think 1 is probably CMC.
You may be surprised at where CMC ended up. I'm going to say this. He's not in the top 5.
Was this dude drunk or smoking when he did this list?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Okay, just checking.
Is CMC number 8?
But yes. Where'd that
Wow.
come from?
Hold on. Because I'm going to do this, mute it because my mic's not going to catch any of this. So
We're gonna have to wrong Sam. I'll get the bleeps. Don't worry, I'll get the bleep thing. I will get the bleep thing. Just because Sam will go bleep, 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 bleep. Wow.
that was me impersonating a person in LA traffic. You're welcome.
Well, let's go through the usual suspects.
Yes.
Let's go with Saquon.
Saquon.
He ain't one, I'll tell you that much. What?
What? I'm sorry. What? What the?
Oh, this is good. Here, number 1 is it Derrick Henry?
Nope. Nope, it is not. We're narrowing
What
it
are
in,
we
though.
doing?
We're getting
What
there.
in the blue? Who's the okay? Well, somebody's glorifying his own fantasies here. This is stupid already.
I will say this from what I know of Wenzel. Number 1, he is not a fan of the team. In fact, pretty sure he believes guy who is number 1 on this list is the only bright spot on the team.
Don't tell me this. Oh, wait, no, the Raiders have Fernando Mendoza now, so it's not Genty.
No, in fact, Genty's in the right-hand column. I'll go ahead and fill that one in.
Oh, get the hell out. Well, based off his rookie year, maybe.
Yeah, I was gonna say base. Yeah.
His offensive coordinator was Chip Kelly. What do you expect? All right, hold on. Is number 1 an AFC or an NFC team?
NFC.
NFC. No. Is it Gibbs?
Is not Gibbs, however.
Okay, that's fine. I'm cool with that. If you dropped him past 5, I'm leaving.
Right.
I was leaving, and I wasn't coming back.
The only bright spot on the team.
According to
Is that not Christian McCaffrey from last year?
That scares me.
Yeah, you're not far from it.
No, that means it's a fandom thing.
I'm trying to
So
think. Hold on.
this is probably not a guy who should be number 1 is listed number 1.
I will say this running back, to me personally, has to be top 5. Even if you don't think he's 1, he has to be top 5.
Hold on. NFC team. I'm thinking
Not Connor.
every running.
No.
Okay. Good.
Who did you? Oh, Bijan.
Yes.
What?
Oh,
He's
no, hold on.
definitely
You can
was
make the
cursing.
argument.
The argument is there.
George, based off of last year, he almost was the best running back in football.
Yes. On a team where they had nothing else.
Listen, I understand your frustration. You're pissed because our 2 guys are out of the top 5, which I can be upset with you. That's outlandish, but I'm not upset with who's at 1. Okay.
Now, if we want to round out the top 5, you're looking at a couple AFC guys.
I'm going to go with a dark horse here. Breece Hall?
No,
Brees
Cook.
Hall is not in the top 5, and I'm going to correct Bijan's spelling here. Cook is also not in the top 5. Let's go there.
Wait, whoa. James Cook is, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Look, okay.
What
hang
the?
on. let's look at what we have uncovered from 1 to 8 so far.
Let's not say we did.
The problem is numbers 1 through 8, you could look at, and frankly, you could pull Joe Schmo off the street, have him look at those guys and be like, those are all top 5 guys, even though there's 6 of them. They are all spectacular running backs.
All right, there's no disagreement from me.
Henderson?
Are you high?
Hey, this drunk ass, I'm just calling him out,
Oh, come on. Taylor.
He was much better than that.
Zoll, if he's not Zoll, where's Jonathan Taylor? Okay. The way you gave me that look, I said, if you drop him at 9, I'm done. I'm done.
We're out.
I want to go with a very. Where's Devon Achane?
Right there.
I'm out of here.
No,
I'm done.
What the frick?
Again,
dude. No,
only guy on the team.
No,
he was the only guy on the team.
No.
Now he definitely is the only guy on the team.
No. Like I said, this dude was drunk and high when he made this damn list. No.
Jesus. Okay.
Hell no. Hell no.
All right, let's rebound. Class, settle down.
We got
Let's regroup. Where is Travis Etienne on this list?
Travis Etienne. There he is.
Yeah, I was gonna say he should be on the right side.
Not that low.
No, definitely not that low.
No. I mean, if you want to play it that way, he's the worst starting running back at 32.
That is completely inaccurate.
Where's Judkins on this list? The injury did him no favors.
This is true.
Yeah.
The injury, if he doesn't have the injury, I think he has a very nice, solid year. It's a shame the injury.
I mean, it was certainly looking that way.
Yeah.
And frankly, for the draft pick that I made for Shrods when he was gone to get pizza, he should have been damn happy.
Right.
Is number 9 Josh Jacobs?
Sir,
okay.
What are you doing here? Oops.
Now, see, if you would just flip Achane with CMC, I'd probably be okay with that top 10.
Yeah, I could see that.
All right.
Where's Kyron Williams at?
We're almost there.
I thought we might have nailed him there.
That's fair for Kyron. All right? This is what I'm interested in. Where is Javonte Williams at? He's coming off that big year in Dallas. Okay.
Okay. I can.
Talent's always been there. It's just being on the field hasn't.
Yep.
All right, so can I get one out of the way that I honestly don't think any of us will get?
Sure.
Whoever the hell is the RB1 in Jacksonville now that Etienne's gone. Unless are they even on the damn list?
Sure.
I thought he was about to. I
was going to say I was about to just cut the feed. I was about to cut the feed.
Wait.
What about Walker?
Is Kamara on here? I'm interested where Kamara falls with ETN there.
Oh, no,
he's not listed.
What? Alvin Kamara is not listed.
He's not listed.
There's guys who haven't even freaking.
Yes.
Guys not even played games. And dude, this dude was so drunk. I need his email because I got to write him and tell him how stupid he is.
For number 11, let me say this: he is in the AFC now.
Walker.
Yes.
Yeah. I figured that. So where does that leave Charbonnet?
Nice one.
Interesting.
Is his new teammate Jadarian Price on this list?
No.
Listen.
And Kamara is still not there.
No, he's still not there. And you can keep asking. He's still not going to be there.
Listen. I will tell you now, as runners, I'm not sure how much Notre Dame film you guys watch. If you watch the running styles of both of them, they are very identical. Now, Jeremiah is clearly the all-around better player, but Jadarian Price is in a very good situation in Seattle.
Let's play stupid. Where's Nick Chubb?
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, he ain't on the list.
Okay.
What about where's David Montgomery?
David Montgomery is on the list.
We're going to go back to the other column and put DeAndre Swift over there.
Just barely.
Just barely. But he's there.
Is Monangai with him or no?
Yeah, I was going to say he should be on this list because that's a
Listen,
great
dude, I grew up. I'm an hour away from Rutgers. I watched so much of his. He was one of my draft crushes in that draft.
Yeah, that's a great 1-2 punch Chicago's got going. I can't not fault it.
Is Tank Bigsby on this list?
All right, let's see.
I didn't want to go that far, but
Bigsby's not on the list.
The Jacksonville.
And you, Kevin Patullo. Go watch Tank Bigsby last year when he had sometimes better games than Barkley.
Yeah. So where's Connor on the list?
On the injury report.
No, that's the rest of the 49ers running back crew.
We're not even talking about the 49ers now.
Yeah, I think he's on the injury report.
Well, Connor only played like 3 games last year, so he may not be on here.
So it's going to be...
Is Tyler Algier on this list?
Ooh, good call.
Remember, 1,000-yard rusher before Bijan showed up.
True.
Yeah.
And first guy to ever lose his starting job before touching a field in Arizona.
So wait a minute. So who was the Cards running back last year?
Nobody. They had Brissett dropping back 75 times. All right. I feel like we're
Cam Akers.
No.
Good.
Aaron Jones. Okay, I'm not trying to sound like a jackass, but you're telling me after watching the last 3 years of Aaron Jones that he's a better running back than Alvin Kamara? What are we doing?
I think it might be more along the lines of now that ETN is there, Kamara is
okay,
redundant.
Fair enough. Sort of, kind of, I guess. I don't know. Is Omarion Hampton on this list?
He is.
You have got to be kidding me. George, look where he has Omarion Hampton.
I can end the stream anytime, Sam. You just call
we're
it.
good.
Hold on.
We're
Just
good.
call it.
I'm just for the record, I'm not cheating. I'm looking up Hampton and someone else real quick because
I'm just like, yeah. I'm like, wait a minute. Hampton got what? No.
Hold on. Omarion Hampton ran for 545 yards last year. Granted, he was hurt.
And a rookie.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's fine. Okay. So let's go to another rookie in New England who was healthy and ran for 900 yards. But he's 21.
Yep.
So, all right. So, where's Stevenson at then?
Oh, I was just damn you, George. No freaking stop. No freaking way. You gotta be joking.
Okay, let's keep going with the stupid. Is 14 Brown from the Bengals?
No, he's number 19.
No, but he's damn close to the other spot. Good.
Here's the thing. I keep going back to 14, knowing you're not going to get it.
Oh, really?
If there is something that could shut the show down, this might be it.
Oh.
Give me the conference.
AFC.
Please do not tell me this is
No.
RJ Harvey.
Harvey did not make the list.
Okay.
Don't tell me this is J.K. Dobbins.
J.K. Dobbins did make the list.
Wow, really?
Okay, that's fair, I guess. Okay. Is this okay, let me just ask for a stupid question because there is 40 players on this list. Is this a starter?
It cannot confirm nor deny.
I would say it's a 1A, 1B situation.
Oh.
That he's probably the starter, but yeah, I could definitely see him being a 1A to a 1B.
AFC. Hold on.
Who didn't we tag yet?
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Don't tell me it's Zolt. Don't tell me it's Jalen Warren.
Say goodnight, Gracie.
I need a drink.
How's everybody doing out there? Nice to see that they finally let me run the show. If by running the show you mean not being able to actually do anything other than sit here and talk, I could take myself to the green room, but then you're staring at Flyers stuff and Eagles stuff and you're whatever that is behind George's chair. I mean, ain't nobody want that. I mean, you got the brick wall, which is, San Francisco's playoff chances. Hi, Sam. How you doing?
And the rest of this episode is brought to you by Captain Morgan Orange Vanilla Cream, because that's exactly what this jackwagon was drinking when he thought of this damn list. So we might as well get stupid.
The rest of the show, I think the last 30 minutes has been brought to you by Captain Morgan, just not by you.
Cheers.
And
hey, George, how you doing?
How you doing?
Full disclosure, I brought this up not because of that. I brought this up just because I felt the top 10, top 15 were interesting, at least interesting enough to talk about.
Well, they're pretty goddamn interesting.
Without even realizing the Jalen Warren, but as we were filling this in and I started, my eyes started scanning and I'm like, oh, if they're upset by that, my God, that's going to get to them.
How much of this bottle do I need to be drinking?
I can't answer that for you, George.
No, he's absolutely right. Jalen Warren is a top 14 running back. That's why they signed Rico Dowdle in free agency. That's how confident they are in him.
Oh, hang on.
Tell me Rico is at least on the damn list.
Speaking of which,
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you
That was a bit-
serious? What?
What are we doing, dude?
What, dude?
What are we doing?
There's no way.
Where? All right, wait. Where the hell's Chuba?
there's
Don't
no
even
Chuba
move.
on the list.
What?
I need to go back and spike my milk. I thought the point of these things was to lower blood pressure, not.
I took my pill before.
Oh, you smart man.
Well, I mean, George does not come on the show to lower his blood pressure.
So Chuba Hubbard is not on this list.
He's not on the list. I'm looking at the list. He's not
Hubbard
on.
and Kamara both are not on this list.
This is correct.
What the heck are we doing? Okay. I'm running ahead. All right.
First question. Any more of the non-NFL playing individuals yet on this list?
I think we got them all. I think it was just the
Right,
two.
so-
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Oh, dude, I'm just. Where is Cam Scatabo on this list?
Oh,
Of
that's
course
right.
he is.
Tell me Cam Scatabo's better than that. Chuba Hubbard, you're out of your freaking mind. All right. What about Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt?
What? Bill is no.
Whoa. Time out.
Yes,
Flag on the
yes.
play.
Uh-huh.
Holding. Where's Bucky Irving?
Oops.
Are you freaking
Oh my
kidding?
God.
Well,
There is
apparently I
no
bullied him. Hang on. There we
way.
go.
There is no freaking way.
You have J.K. Dobbins over Bucky Irving. What are we doing,
Oh
bro?
my God. He needs to be drug tested. No, he needs blood.
George.
He
Okay.
needs a psychological
For one, I can understand not realize, not agreeing with some of the rankings we're seeing here. However,
Do you
George,
see how fast I've drank this?
yes, I know. But George, you shouldn't be that incredulous just because you see rankings like this every year at the Michigan draft, the Ohio draft.
Fair. Okay, touche. Touche. This is, oh my God. Oh, this is why we drink at the draft.
Yeah, that's right.
Or I should say after the draft. It's why
And
I
or
usually
before.
am.
And or before.
All right. Good.
Certainly do.
God. Zolt, none of your lists have ever looked this bad.
That's
This
because
is
I don't drink,
brutal.
George.
Oh my God. I'm afraid to finish this list. I'm sorry.
We're almost there. There's what, 6? Well, it's 5 left. 5 left. Easy.
All right.
NFC, AFC, and NFC. You got 4 NFC running backs to go.
Rashad White.
That's one of them.
Who was the other Washington one that was tag teaming?
Rashad White.
Yeah. Rashad White's the other Washington guy now.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, he just signed there, so I got it. He was in Tampa, so
It's been a long damn day.
it's been a long 10 minutes.
Yeah, that too.
I mean, we are definitely okay. So as far as 24 goes, NFC, and he would be the highest ranking running back on this list for his team, although his counterpart is on here below him.
NFC.
NFC.
Who is the Giants running back with Scadaboo?
Tracy.
Yeah.
The Giants do not have another running back on this list. Scadabo is the one.
What are we doing?
Zolt, what's in that? What's in that bottle, Zolt?
You'll never know.
Yeah. Zolt's been drinking the whole time. Oh my God.
Okay.
We got the
We're-
NFCs.
Yeah, we knocked out the
You're still working. All right.
The West.
Is Brian Robinson on this list?
That's who I was missing. Yeah.
The other Robinson is not on the list.
He's not.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, wait a minute. So is Isaac
Garendo?
yes, thank you.
There are no Garendos on this list.
Okay. So no more.
The guy who wrote
49ers,
this is a
no more.
Garendo. So
All right. Who's William? Oh no, Williams is over on the other side. So
wait, Blake Corum.
what?
See, you got 25.
I know that's fair. Blake
Okay.
Corum was really good last year.
I will say this.
I was
what I've been reading this week so far is the team expects Kai Williams and Blake Corum to split 50-50 this season. That's what they want.
I know what running back I'm not drafting this year.
I don't know.
All
When
right.
you get a nice balancing of that, that's not a bad thing.
I will say
team
Kai Williams tired down the stretch, and he's done that a couple years in a row now. So yeah,
and
It's not a bad thing.
no, it's
and
not.
he tends to drop more balls than a Kardashian sometimes. So let's forget about that too.
Wow.
Alrighty.
Wow.
How you doing?
Yeah. Alrighty.
Alrighty then.
The show's deleted off to the air tomorrow. We know why.
So NFC South. We scrolled through Atlanta, Carolina, Tampa Bay.
Wait. This is a stretch because is Jonathan Brooks on this list?
He is not.
Okay.
Oh, we forgot about the Texans.
No, he did Montgomery.
Montgomery is the only Texan on the list.
Okay. Just for S&G and because it's a stupid list, I'll throw out DJ Dallas.
No, DJ Dallas is not.
Hey, I'm just checking. I'm just checking. We got other stupid people. I'm just throwing it out there.
Sam, who you throwing out?
I said Joe Mixon.
Oh no, there's no Joe Mixon on the list.
Hey, see, we're just checking.
Hey, you know what? You're throwing out the names of real players. Good job.
Shit. We finish up South. Oh, the Saint. Who else was on the Saints?
No, it's ETN.
ETN is the only Saint on the list.
George, we went through this already.
Just trying to think of who else. Spitballing, like I said, it's okay. So that's So we went through NFC South, NFC East, NFC West, NFC North, Minnesota's guys. Aaron Jones is there.
Wait, isn't Mason there too?
Oh, no.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
No.
Mason is a better running back than Bucky Irving.
Oh,
I must be on drugs.
Okay.
You gotta
We're
be
gonna,
joking.
we're gonna shoot for 30 because I'm gonna throw this out there. AFC, he's the only guy from his team on the list. So it's a team we
AFC.
haven't named.
All right, we got the Chiefs. We got the Broncos. We got the Raiders. I'm going division by division here. Who's the other fourth team in the West in the AFC?
Chargers.
Bronco.
Chargers.
so we got Hampton.
Raiders. Yeah.
We hit all them already. Okay, so that's next
AFC
one.
South. Colts.
Jags we got.
Jags,
Colts we got.
Texans.
Texans.
Houston.
Wait.
Montgomery is
Montgomery.
Titans.
Pollard.
Titans.
Tony freaking How is Tony Pollard 30?
because he runs like he's 30.
Well, J.K. Dobbins runs like he's 40, but you don't see me saying shit about him.
Okay. Last guy.
This should be good.
NFC.
Okay.
He's the second guy on his team. If you want me to make it really easy, I'll make it really easy on you.
I'm not sure if I want to know, honestly, at this point.
Yeah.
The first guy on his team is above him in the column.
I would sure freaking hope so.
No, in that column.
Who's Bucky Irving's second guy?
I have no idea. Because it was Rachaad White.
It was.
Kenny Game. Really? No.
Kenny Gainwell is better than Warren. What the fuck? If we want real,
My God.
and he's in Tampa now.
This fill in the blank to you by
Can we play?
This is After Dark and apparently Captain Morgan.
Can we please say goodnight after this? Because I have no words for this. Say goodnight, Gracie. My God.
That takes care of the 4 minutes. Say goodnight, Grayson.
Good night.
Good night. That's it. Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night.
Good night.
So I said, well, flip a coin. And if it comes out heads, have your hair dyed.
And if it comes out tails, say goodnight, Grayson.